Now, you argued that he doesn't have a history of violence, yet he stands accused of a horrifically violent crime. Does that not make the judge's decision fair?
Well, look, the magistrate didn't say that he was a violent person at all. In fact, during his judgment, he made the comment that he doesn't have a past history of violence. He has prior convictions, but they relate simply to misdemeanors, traffic violations in the United States of America. Yes, it may be argued that this is a violent crime. I mean, murder is a violent offense, but he hasn't been convicted of anything yet. And one must understand that people may react in different ways, and I'm speaking generally. There might be, in respect of an incident that might happen suddenly, because of maybe drug intake, alcohol intake, your mental state might be affected. Sometimes people do things that they would not normally do. It's completely out of character. So my argument was, well, he isn't a violent person in the sense that if he's released on bail, he's not going to walk out and start attacking everybody. So yes, you had one incident, and there may be many reasons why this happened. They were in a intimate relationship, had lived in Guatemala together, had known each other for more than 15 years, in fact met in the United States of America. So there's never been a situation where he has assaulted the deceased before. So something had to have happened if the allegation is that he's responsible for this incident. So those are all things we're looking at. We have got the evidence, we're going through that. His mental state has been very carefully examined, and these are all aspects that we will be dealing with when the trial comes up. The bail application is not a trial. It's really there to determine whether somebody's going to stand their trial and come back to court under stringent conditions. So it's not a kind of, yes, he may or may not be guilty. Many people who are found guilty and on appeal get released on bail. I mean, Oscar Pistorius is out on bail. I mean, he is South African, but yet he's been convicted, and he's served a sentence, and he's been referred back for a possible increase in his sentence, but yet he is, he's still under bail conditions. So, his past history certainly doesn't indicate that he's a violent person. The magistrate's ruling was purely that he's a flight risk. So it wasn't that he's going to commit further crime. It wasn't that he's going to interfere with the administration of the justice system or anything like that. Purely that the court felt that he was not going to come back and stand his trial, and that is why we try to put in place all these very stringent measures, unusual measures where you have house arrest, if passport is handed over, we have a situation where the person is actually tagged, monitored by the Department of Correctional Services, and also has a security company watching his every move, and also receiving mental health treatment administered by the psychiatrist that we've appointed. Dr. Or Professor Szabo is a very eminent psychiatrist here and elsewhere in the world, and he is, looking after his mental state.